A very warm evening to all fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. I would like to start with a question. Have you ever wondered at Steve Jobs' life and wished that you had that kind of a life? Have you ever been inspired by Dhirubhai's success? Or have you ever been left in awe at Sachin Tendulkar's records? Have you ever had a hero? I'm sure you have. We have all had heroes. We have all nurtured idols in our minds. People whom we have looked up to, who have inspired us, who have given us hope and guidance. We put other men and women on insurmountable pedestals above us. The pedestals which we ourselves are trying to reach. Why? Because they are a symbol of something more than flesh and blood. They are an immortal legacy which we want for ourselves. We create a hero out of a man. Why? Why do we put someone on such a high peak and look up to him? Because we need someone to inspire us, to make us believe in ourselves, and to tell us that your dream can come true if you believe in yourself. And that is why, as long as there have been men, there will be heroes among them. And heroes are people who do what others dream of doing. But I ask, what makes a hero? What does a legend comprise? How do you make a hero? A hero of a particular profession, like Warren Buffett, or a hero of a generation, like Mark Zuckerberg, or a hero of an entire nation, Sachin Tendulkar. My question today, ladies and gentlemen, is what makes someone's hero? I think there are three reasons. The first is talent. Just like a bird needs wings to fly, a man needs talent to achieve greatness. If you have sublime talent and natural genius, you can do what other men deem impossible. You can go further than any man has ever gone. You can climb higher than any man has ever seen. And that is why talent is essential. Michael Jackson, a natural talent. He was someone who was just born as an exceptional performer, and he was hailed as the world's greatest dancing talent. Another example, let's see what BBC Sports had to say about Sachin Tendulkar. It said, under that unruly curly mop of hair, inside that cranium is something which is beyond scientific measure, something which allows him to roam the territory of sport in a manner which mortals cannot fathom. That, my friends, is true genius, true talent and true ability which exceeds everything ordinary, which is found in men who transcend mortality. But if that's the case, why didn't Vinod Kamble achieve as much success as Sachin Tendulkar had? Because there is something much more important than talent, which Vinod Kamble was supposed to have in as equal a measure as Sachin did. What he lacked was attitude. And attitude is something which allows you to unleash your talent, to exploit your ability, and to overcome the constraints of your talent. You need relentless dedication and fierce courage to achieve greatness. I'll tell you a story. There was once a man who failed twice in his business when he was in his 20s. He lost 2 congressional races. He lost 2 legislative races. He also saw his sweetheart die in front of him when he was 26. He had a nervous breakdown when he was 27. A pretty sad story, I think. I think that's reason enough to give up, to realize that some things are just not meant to be, and that he will end up as a nobody, right? Right? No. That man decided he would stick to his dreams. And that man became Abraham Lincoln. Yes, the President of the United States. That was his story. But what was about him that made him stick to his dreams when he knew that when he was questioning himself whether his dream was even worth it, whether he had even a remote chance of achieving it? I'll tell you what. Champions keep their dreams above everything else in their lives. They put in endless sacrifice, thousands of hours of practice, and immerse themselves in their dream with a pinhole focus to see the light at the end of a successful journey. blood and sweat turn into excellence and glory. Attitude matters as much as aptitude. But there is one more thing which also matters: luck. It is believed to be a pivotal force in a man's life. True, very few things can turn someone's life on its head as swiftly and dramatically as luck can, good or bad. But we should remember, a case of bad luck is much more potent than some good fortune. Because while good fortune has to be backed by great performance to justify greatness, all it takes to snuff out your dreams is just one blow of misfortune, and all your dreams, all your aspirations are shattered. The goddess of fate influences all our lives, true. But does that mean we should give up our efforts or just waste our talents? No. The harder you work, the luckier you get. And the more talented you are, the more immune you are to fate. I too have such heroes. Heroes who have talent, attitude and luck. Heroes who are a mark above the ordinary. And I have different heroes for different reasons. One of them happens to be the Indian cricketer Virat Kohli. No, I don't aspire to be a cricketer, but I think there are lessons which I can imbibe from him. The fact that he's talented is beyond a shadow of doubt. He can play outrageous shots and annihilate opponents with ease. But he has this self-belief. If you look into eyes, you'll realize that he believes he is better than the best. He is unaffected in situations when nothing is going for him because he believes he is better than the odds. And he backs it up with performance to justify that belief. He proves that he believes in himself. And that is why I think he is a hero. And so are all other men and women who have the talent and have the attitude to pursue that talent and have been aided by a bit of luck. So, I ask yourself, go back to your heroes and ask, what is it about them that made you worship them in the first place? Why do you envy Tendulkar's records or want to be like Jobs or get inspired by Ambani? I'm sure the answer will be the same. Because heroes all over are made by the same things: talent, attitude and luck. Thank you.